Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, Bug here, and today we are going to give a go at topping up the meat factory, because people keep doing this new mammoth run, so we've run out of meat. So I'm delivering some containers. Dropsheik, sorry, is there also doing the same run, and I've grabbed these 3 containers. We're only getting 2,800 each. But we're not doing it for the money, we're doing it for the benefit of the server. Now, on the subject of the benefit of the server, the new update has absolutely wrecked the FPS. And I don't know if we're blaming it on being a test branch quite yet, or is the new update just way more power hungry? I'm not sure. We'll find out when it becomes main release, when it's stable, and might possibly be needing another server upgrade. There has been mention of people wanting to get involved and help out with that, so I will be working on a way to make that happen, if that is still the case. I don't really know what the best way to do that is. Possibly in the form of an extra membership level, maybe? I don't know. But I'll work it out. Details will be in Discord, so if you do want to help out with the maintenance and upgrade of the server, then check out in Discord in the dedicated server channel, or tab, or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, details will be in there in the pinned message. But there he is. But as for now, let's just get on with the game. Like I say, we've seriously run low on meat now. A lot of people were topping it up, and then that kind of just stopped. Containers got a little bit lacking all over the place. So now that somebody found the meat to the supermarket in Guangjin to be quite profitable. Everybody's been doing it, and now we've run out. So I thought, you know what, let's help out the server a bit. Let's do some good deeds for the day, and hopefully somebody else will get involved at some point as well, and keep it topped up again. I don't know what the situation is at the moment. I've already delivered one off camera while I was quickly doing something else. And yeah, I thought, sod it, let's do another one, but I'll do it on camera, obviously, because there is no point in keep doing off-camera work. Might as well use it as content since I'm in the game, hey. The only difference for me is talking. I'm cool with that. Anyway, so yeah, not sure, this might be a double episode day, actually. I might just have this as an additional one, just as a shorter video, because it'll probably only take, what, 15 minutes or so to do a couple of runs here. And then after that, I'll switch over to the roleplay and have an episode of that as well. But obviously, with the roleplay, can't quite do that because, or can't quite do this, I should say, because of the limitations on there, plus we only have the tow truck. But we are getting seriously close now to owning another one, to upgrading to the Kira, which I'm super excited about. I love that thing. What are you doing? The traffic may look a little bit thinner to you. That's because I've turned it down yesterday to 10%, because for some reason the new update brought thousands of vehicles and we were just getting traffic jams everywhere, and the server FPS went down to, like, well, almost a single digits. So I've put it down to 10%. Didn't want to turn it off because I didn't want the server to feel really dead when there was only, you know, less than 10 players in here. And yeah, I went with 10%, and it's helped, but it's not fixed it, which tells me if you want AI traffic, more NPC traffic, then you're going to need more power. Now, I've already upgraded the CPU to pretty much the most powerful CPU my motherboard will hold. So I don't think that's the issue. The RAM is the only thing that's really left to upgrade, Now I've got 16 gigs in there at the moment of 3600, I believe, megahertz, which was a massive upgrade from the previous 8, which was 2444, I think. Hello, you going to take it? There we go. Now the trailer... Oh, wrong button. Trailer doesn't have to actually be in the box now. Used to have to be, but now it can be right in front here, look. Grab both at the same time. Yeah, there you go. Is that both? No, was that one? Which one did you take? Hang on. Container. Container. No, it's only taken 2. Maybe the back one does need to be in. I just did this a second ago and it didn't want... or it didn't need it to be in the box. There you go. Third one. Oh, press the wrong button again. Damn it. So yeah, more RAM might be the answer. Not entirely sure. I do have some more RAM, but it's in my main PC. I don't really want to take it out. I don't use it all. Like, there's very rarely a need for the amount of RAM I have with what I do. But, I don't know. Still don't really want to sacrifice it if I don't have to. But it might be worth it. Anyway, I don't know. I need a new motherboard first anyway, because like I said, I've hit the maximum of what I can actually put in the server at the moment. Like I say, it's not actually a real server, it's actually just an old spare PC that I built for some budget challenge. Somebody wanted me to prove a point, because I said you can build a good gaming PC, or a good enough gaming PC, that will be as good as a console, but for the same price as a console, but then you've obviously got the upgradability of having a PC rather than having to deal with a console. They told me I was talking out my arse, so I did it. I just built one. And out of second-hand parts, admittedly, apart from the CPU cooler, I think that was the only new part on that. And I did it, and yeah, I think I spent probably £250, I think, on the whole thing. And then obviously since I've upgraded the RAM a bit, but even then, 270 quid now at most. Barely anything really for a gaming PC, is it? Or not, it's not really a gaming PC, but it's a PC that will play games, so yeah, all it needs is a decent graphics card in there, and then it'll keep up with anything. So I don't know. It was good. It was worth it, and I suppose it's coming into its own now, really, because it's acting as the server, so can't argue with that. Anyway, I'm going to stop waffling on and go and drop these containers off. Hopefully pick up another bunch, because... oh, I forgot to check. While I was there, I was meant to check, see how much... oh, how many meat boxes we got. Or how many containers we got loaded up. But I think on places like that, you can just keep delivering and delivering and delivering. It just doesn't use them until there's space for them. So it's not like I'm wasting journeys here. It's still a worthwhile thing to do. And what, I've made 30,000 so far. Bought the Kuda container truck and the Kotra 40 at the back there. The Kuda is fully modified. Got everything it needs, including high-load tyres on the front and tag axle, just not on the drive axle, because, you know, you get less grip. Whoa! And I thought, if I ever take this down to Sanho or anything like that, then that dirt section probably going to want the extra grip from the original tyres. So I left the standard ones on there. I think I got high-load tyres on the trailer, though. The trailer's not fully modified because I ran out of money. It's got some leftover parts that I had laying around, so I think it's got 300% springs on it. It's got 2 anti-roll bars out of the 3 axles, and it's got the wheel spacers, maximum wheel spacers, and then that's everything. That's all it's got. Everything else is standard. The dolly is obviously fully maxed because that was the old one that I had before when the update first came out into test branch, closed test. And yeah, the Kuda I did have to take a bunch of stuff off of the old compacty that I built for the race. Everything except the engine came off that. Then I sold it, got 97 grand for that, which paid for the big engine on this. And then the rest of the money that I already had before I started paid for everything else. So yeah, that was pretty good. What have we got there today? Not a hell of a lot, to be honest. Oh, there's a van outside. Is that my Amazon delivery? I think it might be. Right. Let's get all this dropped off. There we go. Lovely. Right, let's grab a couple more. Meat factory. 40 foot. Ah, they're all 40 foot. Oh no, 20 foot. Oh, there's one 20 foot. One 40 foot. Why is it not taking the front one off? There you go. Now give me meat factory. Load that up. There we go. 120 and 140. Boom. Right. Now I'm going to time lapse this while I go and answer the door, because I think it's about to get knocked on. So I'll see you in a sec. Right, here we go. Let's get these ones unloaded. One down. And I'm stuck on a wall. Here we go. Really awkward. But I do that and that. Trailer hits. Trailer doesn't hit. Trailer hits. There we go. 40 foot up. Boom. 5 grand. Done. Just like that. Now, let's get this unloaded, and then I think, instead of doing a double episode today, I think I might actually just do a nice long run, because we've just bought this, and I've got all the fuel tanks added. I would quite like to see how far you can get on one full, well, 4 full tanks of fuel. So, I'm going to hit a Sanho or Dasa run, whatever the furthest run I can get is, fully loaded with containers. Obviously we don't care about overweight fines and problems like that, but yeah, I'm going to see how much we can get. I might change the dolly for the double one. I'm not entirely sure. Just bring it closer in, I think, because it just, I don't know, is that about? Yeah. Doesn't need the Eurostar one. I might... Oh, no, I can't bother to change it. It's fine. Anyway, right, yeah, so I'm going to go and time-lapse this again, drop this off, and then load up with some long-distance runs, and then let's see what we can take out. So I'll see you in a minute. And I'm back. Sorry, the door knocked just as I was pulling into the harbour, so I missed a bit. Right, let's get this unloaded as well. Which is in. Done. Lovely. Right, what is the longest distance we've got? Of course, Sanho. And no 20-footers. Okay, right, I'm going to pause the video for a sec and just wait for a decent 20-footer to spawn up so we can take 2. No point in taking just 140 footer. That is pretty impressive though. 44.7. Nice. No, still 40 footers. No worries. I will be here when one spawns. I will see you in a sec. Okay, so I've sat here for way too long now, and all I'm getting spawn is 40 footers. So maybe 20 footers don't spawn for Sanho anymore. Okay, right. In that case, I'll take the next best thing. There's an OG gate warehouse there, which weighs 30 tons. I'll take that, because that will be the equivalent. And just make sure there's nothing better. It would appear there is nothing better. And what I'll do is I'll deliver that on the way back instead. So I still get the full fuel range test. And I'm going to be doing it completely in autopilot and completely in comfort mode. Ooh, I like the way it's red. That definitely suits the colour scheme we're going for here. Shame about the yellow ones on the back. And what the hell is going on there? We have a bit of a spawning issue here. Never mind. We'll deal with that later. So we are seriously overloaded here. That is going to be one hell of a find when we go through the bridge. But I don't mind. It's fine. Not a problem at all. Let's get... need to get fuel. I want a full tank. And what I'll do is I'll keep it running until it runs out and then use emergency fuel. That way we'll be able to tell exactly how many miles when you're fully loaded like this. I mean, this is the heaviest load I could possibly find. So we're doing this for science. And this is the closest fuel station. So I'll fill up there. The brakes are going to be completely toast at the end of this, even with the Jake brake on. 70 tons we weigh, apparently. I was expecting more like 80. Oh, $5.5 grand to refuel. Wow. That is not a cheap fuel bill. And it takes a fair while to fill up as well. Turn some lights off. Save electricity, hey. Right, let's leave it in comfort. I've done pretty much as I can to make this an economical run. Although I do have all the most power possible. So I'm sure a smaller engine could have made it more economical, but hey. Let's go with it. Let's see how it goes. Anyway, enjoy the time lapse. I'll see you when we're out of fuel, or when we get to Sanho, whichever comes first. Take your bets in the comments. I'm going to bet we run out on the desert stretch near the little U-bend. In fact, I'll just show you on the map. I think we will make it to about there. I am pretty certain we will make it past Joyle, but I'm not sure, not 100% sure. What's everyone else running? No, nothing important. But yeah, if we make it all the way here, I will be amazed and exceedingly happy at the same time. But I would quite like to at least make it to about here. That would be my goal, I think. Because I'm pretty sure I've made it in an Arctic before. Sorry, a semi. Can't remember which one. Probably the FL1. But I've made it by skipping Biang and making it all the way to Joyle. So I know it can be done. To that distance, at least. And I'm going to put my target there. Because I'm not going to be babysitting the screen. I'm not going to know for sure. In fact, let me just go to... go to about there, actually. Just in case it does make it all the way, and I'll unload it myself. But yeah, let's see. Let's see. I'll be pleasantly surprised if it makes it. But I'm going to turn that off. No, I'm not. I'm going to leave that, actually. I'll leave that the HUD on. That way you get to see the fuel go down. Anyway, enough talking now. I will see you when we stop. Well, I think we can officially say that a full tank will get you all the way there and all the way back, because we're only just under half a tank, but we would be travelling back empty. So, yeah, you could get all the way from Jeju to Sanho in one tank. That is mental. I am so impressed. However, it's going to be fun reverse. Oh, I think I might have. Oh no, that's fine. Straighten up here. Am I going to be able to do this in one? And I've just got the word that 7.13 has just been released in full form. So everybody get on your updates. There we go. Look at that, straight in. Boom. 47,779. Not bad at all. Now, I know I said I was going to drop that container off on the way back, but unfortunately that journey took a little bit longer than I expected it to, so I'm going to have to shoot off and cancel this delivery, unfortunately. Unless it stays here ready for next time, then maybe... Oh no, it won't, because I've got to update the server, so that'll probably get wiped. But never mind. I'll leave it there. But that's all I've got time for today, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and join me in the next one. Bye-bye for now.